Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So we got a big move up, and then we just basically went sideways, and we are kind of hovering in this zone. It is a messy zone that we're in, and you look at the chaos that we've had around here at 14,263 for some time. Decent gap up this week, and we've now continued a little bit to the upside. I still think we're waiting for the Feds, to be honest. If we look at the 3 hour, we've got a bit of rejection here. So break below these pin bars, and there's a tweezer top set up there, and also my infamous story of three tails in a row like that off a level. So break below this 14,142 gets us a move to the downside. Don't think we're going to get that, to be quite honest. We may get a little bit of a pullback onto structure here. We've got a bit of a crossover of the moving averages happening, so you could see some support in this area for a move back to the upside. The hour is what's really telling at the moment. You can see when we did the video yesterday, we had this little flag forming. Didn't really pay much attention to it. Should have, because we had the break of the flag, and now we've got the consolidation. So from an hour perspective, the trend is up. We're looking for an area of support. So we could see a move back down to 14,142, and then this area here be the top of the range. So you see this range form for today while we wait for the Fed minutes to come out. I think that's kind of what we're looking at the moment. There are a few gaps to the downside. There's 50-minute gaps here, and there is this big gap as well from yesterday. So there is some attraction to the downside, or should we just say magnetic attraction. But if you look at the 50-minute, the trend is up, so you should be looking to go with the trend. So anyway, we start breaking below this level of support here at 14,142, that story changes. So I think the worthwhile thing to see during the open is just to see whether we're going to maintain this trend. Just basically going to be knocking on the door of 14,292, or if we just can get a decent pullback into this area again, get some price action here for another move to the top of the range. That's probably the most logical thing. So a pullback into 14,142 would obviously see some buyers coming in. A break below that, you're going to see these levels get tested and some gaps down here get closed. I want to check on the 5-minute just to see if there are 5-minute gaps that could be in play. And there is one here. There's nothing there. Nothing. Just this daily gap. So the daily gap and then this gap in the middle here. I think those are already closed. So yeah, that's kind of my view at the moment. If we get some kind of a pullback into structure, it's worthwhile buying into this. And again, if I just go back to the 5-minute, you'll probably see some half decent setups on the 5-minute. This US session was chaotic. Definitely no structure here, but here was a consolidation and the breakout. There was no retest, so no opportunity to get in yesterday, but you probably find, if you just look at your structure to the left, that there will be opportunities today, just trading on the 5-minute chart. So the nice thing about that is you can spend an hour in the morning, just the first hour of the DAX opening. You can get something like that where you've got a 40-point stop loss for a 40-point gain, so you can get a 1-to-1 trade, or alternatively a move further down and then you can get a much bigger trade. But yeah, that's kind of makes you sit and play the charts on the lower time frame, which is not something I like doing. But anyway, I think for me this is just sit it out, wait and see what the Feds do. But this area here is very, very interesting to me at the moment, and that is this 14,142. If we can hold it, then I would expect a break of this range to the upside, and it'll give me a range target equal to the height of the range, and then also a measured move from down here to there. That's 492 points from the bottom of the range, and 490 points is up there at 14,630. So if you just do 14,630 30 around there, and if we just look to the left, you'll see that that is the top of the previous range from last year. So anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. I'm reluctant to be short, but I do think we're probably going to testing at the top of this range. Start breaking through this consolidation from last year, then we've got a much bigger move to the upside brewing here, and that would also indicate that we're going to start breaking through the structure that we rejected last year, and that would then again validate this double bottom setup on the weekly. So all to wait for at the moment. I think just got to wait and see when we've got the confirmation. Once we hit the confirmation on the higher time frames, then you should be moving up to challenge these previous highs. Anyway, that's kind of my view today. Just sit quietly, I think, or watch the lower time frames, that first hour of trading. Once that first hour is over, I think it's well worth just waiting for the US market to finish their song and dance before getting back into it. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.